what was your relationship like with Kobe?
I was cool with Kobe. Not like we hung out, went out all the time, but he was a LA, of course, iconic figure, not just LA, but globally, I would say.
Right.
And I was a season ticket holder when he came to LA, so I watched pretty much his entire career, watched him kind of transition from that Philly guy to that LA/Philly guy, because, he was still an East Coast diehard Philadelphia Eagle fan.
I mean, he's still to this,
Right. And just watching him transition and pretty much become acclimated to LA and become one of the greatest players in any sport. And just watching his tenacity, what he was made of. And I was thinking about that on the way to the show because I knew we were going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You could take what Kobe had and you can apply it in any sport. Football, baseball, boxing, because he had that it about him to make other players better, raise their level of their game, the tenacity, that killer instinct is why they call him the Mamba, one of the deadliest,
Right.
And just what he brought to the game and how that kind of transferred off the field. And I don't know, he just did so much for not only sport, but for people.
Where does he rank in the Los Angeles sports pantheon? And I asked that question fully knowing what you said. He was a kid from Philadelphia that Jerry West acquired. And Jerry West, as the saying goes and the story goes that he's told many times in the last 24 hours, he tried him out. Michael Cooper was the defender in the tryout. And Jerry West needed only to see a couple minutes. He said he's better than virtually every player we have now.
Wow.
And he's a kid that started talking about going to be better than Jordan. And here you also had an organization with Kareem and Magic and the Showtime. I do remember that maybe some Los Angeles sports fans were like, who does this kid think he is? And now he's Mr. Los Angeles.
He was, and especially because he came out of high school. So that's what when you look at a young kid, he was a kid coming into a man's league, and the way he came in, the confidence he had, the confidence they had in him.
Right.
You got to give a lot of credit to Jerry West for getting Kobe. That wasn't his initial team, And to see what he had in him, knowing kind of like some of these other great coaches when they could see and kind of assume or know what this kid is, what this guy is going to be later on and what he become, I think it's pretty phenomenal. And just to be able to share some of his life and be a part and be a season ticket holder, be at those games and just to watch him and then interact with him, those times you were able to see him outside of basketball.
What would he say to you?
Just conversation. Well, the first thing we always say was, "What's up, champ?" He was a fan of Bill Belichick and the Patriots. He spoke to the team before.
What do you mean? When you were playing?
Not when I was playing. After I left.
Okay.
And Belichick was a big fan of him because he pretty much embodied everything we did. Our team did. And that's the first thing we would say, "What's up, champ? How you doing?" We laugh. Then, of course, he had girls. I have 3 daughters. So it always got into that. And then, he's a polarizing superstar. So you're not going to sit there and talk to him for an hour, but he would always make time.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.